Hey, it's MK, and I am back with another Mixed Media Frenzy Friday for you guys today. And this is the layout that I will be scrap lifting. Oh my gosh, it is just beautiful, other than it's pink. Anyways, I am going to be using a couple stamp sets today by Stampin' Up. The first one is Positive Thoughts, and the second one is First Frost. And then I have this random word stamp that actually really doesn't say any words. It just makes it look like it's handwriting. I have two inks from Close to My Heart, which I will be adding a third one in case you guys are curious. Also, I have three Altenew watercolor markers, Lava Rock, Moss, and Lime, and they are the Altenew brand for those markers. And then I have some Nuvo Sparkle Spray in Apple Spritz, I believe it's called. Yeah, Apple Spritzer. Sorry, I forgot the ER. And then a brand new stickles called Asteroid. I cannot wait to use these stickles, you guys. I've been having a blast using them, by the way. I have some Teresa Collins really uber old labels. I don't even know where I picked these up, probably from an expo years and years and years ago, like in the early 2000s. Anyways, I have this adorable cluster. You guys, when I opened up this cluster and all these little bits and pieces fell out of it, I was just floored. I loved these. These were all gifted to me by Sarah. I apologize. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Sarah, I am so sorry, but I do not know how to pronounce your last name. I really, when she posted these over on her Facebook group, which is Scrapbook Addicts, I secretively was wishing I had a set. I'm not going to lie. You guys, you know when you see something and you go, oh golly, I wish somebody would gift me those, or I wish I was that talented to have a set of those. They were just adorable. And when I received them in the mail, I was like giddy like a school kid. I cannot believe. I'm still excited to have them. And the other two little clusters you guys will be seeing very, very shortly because I have another fishing layout to do. So you guys will see them because I was that excited to receive them as a gift. So Sarah, thank you so very much. And please, please, please let me know how to pronounce your last name. But she is the owner of the Scrapbook Addicts Facebook group. And that is a great place to hang out, you guys. A bunch of beautiful people over there. I love seeing all the artwork, all the way from a brand newbie all the way to, an expertise. I mean, just so versatile. All right. So I also have some really cool mesh that was gifted to me as well. Jennifer, thank you so much. It is not the same mesh that I have. Yours is way cooler than mine, by the way. Mine just rips right apart and yours just seems a little bit more durable, but kind of sort of the same print. I absolutely loved it and I couldn't wait to use it either. And so I'm going to be using some of it on this layout. Now, when I first started, I had trouble finding the right circle piece for the design, for the main mixed media element on this layout. And I finally went into my kitchen because at first I was being a little lazy and trying to see what I could find in the craft room before I had to leave my special space and go into the kitchen. So I finally found something in the kitchen. I found our ice cream bowl and went ahead and brought it out so that way I could get my circles. I used the upper portion for the outer circle and the lower portion for the inner circle. Now I am leaving this only at 4 times because I've had a couple people ask me to slow this down. Now I couldn't slow it down any farther than this or it would have just been way too long. I apologize, but this is the slowest that I felt comfortable doing within a certain time frame. So also I'm using my watercolor markers and making it darker and then using water to pull it in and make it lighter. So that way I kind of get that 3D effect where I have a ball on top of a ball, like a sphere on top of a sphere, or in front of a sphere, I should say, even though the first sphere doesn't have a shadow. So I don't know what to tell you guys there. But if you look at the sketch in the upper right-hand corner, There is kind of two circles, even though the inner circle is really hard to see behind that photo. There will be a close-up, or I should say a normal photo of the sketch at the beginning and the end of the videos. So if you guys kind of get lost at what I'm talking about because the thumbnail is so tiny to look at, there is photos at the beginning and the end of the sketch or the layout, I apologize, that I am lifting. All right, there's also lots of word stamps kind of scattered all over her globe. And so I decided to do the exact same thing because I love that effect. I love a good word stamp. And this one is absolutely perfect. I received this one in a swag bag at a retreat, you guys. I as soon as I saw it, I ripped into it. So I couldn't even tell you who it was from. So I apologize about that. All right. So I plan on doing 2 stamping little leafy bits instead of just one like what is in the sketch, because I'm trying to pull in another color. I really wanted a brown to pull in. Now this page is kind of sort of a sister page to sort of the exact same photo that I've already scrapbooked, but at a different angle, and it is actually closer to where you could see the, what's it called? The dam that we were fishing off of. And so I know that it's really hard to see in the photo as of right now, but I can see it for myself and then be able to journal on why I went ahead and made another page about it. Also, I have to tell you guys that I was missing a couple photos for my 2019 album. And so I just barely got these printed off. And that's also why this photo did not end up on the same layout as the photo that almost looks exactly like it. All right. So now I'm taking, oh my gosh, this asteroid Stickles is just to die for, you guys. It is a small, teeny tiny little sparkle. That's all it is. It's got a couple huge little bits in it, but oh my gosh, you guys, I love it because it does remind me of that little sparkle you get off of the water when you look into it and the sun glares off of it. Oh yeah, I definitely. All right, now instead of doing a photo mat, I'm actually going to be doing this webbing behind my photo because I thought that it would just be absolutely perfect because of the path that you have to take to get down into the dam is really, really rocky, and it's got sagebrush and all different kinds of other, I can't even call it greenery. We have no green, you guys. Ours is like a sage green. It's when I say green, it's not green. It's a dull green. That's why I like traveling. But to be honest, this mesh looks exactly like what you would see in the path going down into going down into this valley and getting to that dam portion. And like I said, there is definitely, and I don't know why it's so dark. Is it just me or does it look really dark? Anyways, you could definitely see the stream that is going straight to the dam from where this picture was taken. So anyways, I am trying to put these Teresa Collins labels just like they are in the layout. But I ended up stacking them because I really did not want to cover my photo. Now, instead of the little bits that she kind of has scattered down over on like the butterfly and all that stuff over on the bottom left, I'm going to use this huge cluster. Now, I do end up putting way more on this layout than what is in the inspiration, but I just couldn't help myself. I brought out some assemblage required wood veneer and this little hooked fish. It's like a hook looped fish, I believe is what it's called. And it is just the perfect touch because the little circular piece where the hook is going into the fish's mouth or fish mouth is kind of sort of hidden by the photo. But yet what's sticking out, you can still see, is the hook almost reaching the mouth of the fish. And so I thought that that was an absolutely perfect touch right there. I just really thought that it kind of matched the catfish that we catch later out on this dam. I did add a little bit. I finally picked up some foam, you guys, seriously. But I did add a little bit of foam behind to offset the thickness of the wood. Now, this foam that I purchased is almost, I can't say that it's exactly the same thickness as my wood veneer, but it is a very close touch. Now, when I went to go and put my pieces back on, my labels kind of shifted, so I had to fix those really quickly. And then I put liquid glue. I use liquid glue when it comes to wood veneer or anything else that is kind of on the heavy side, because I want to make sure that it is going to actually stay. And then I added a little bit of foam tape behind this gorgeous cluster. You guys, I cannot say enough about this cluster. Oh my goodness. I'm just in love with it. And the other two clusters too. Oh my gosh. And they have foxes inside them. Oh, I love me a good fox embellishment. So I'm sorry. So, oh, surprise! Here are some little dragonflies. They will be showing up in the shop soon. They are also too by some assemblage required, and I decided to sneak them onto this page a good 2 weeks before they're released in the shop. So don't tell anybody. But I couldn't help myself. I really wanted, instead of a butterfly, I really wanted dragonflies. And on the other layout, I used some Simple Stories dragonflies. And so I thought that if I colored in these wood veneer, that they would be absolutely perfect. Now, I did speed up the coloring quite a bit because that is slightly boring, but I slowed this part down so you guys could take a look and see the detail in the wings and what it looks like colored. And then, of course, if you didn't catch when I brought them in the first time, they are wood veneer. So I just took a alcohol marker and colored the bodies a gray, and then I took a shimmer brush by Close to My Heart and gave their wings a little bit of green sparkle. So that's all I did, and then I decided to glue them on. And then at first I was like, is that too much? Because I really want them. When do you say no? Like, when is enough enough? So I thought, before I glued them on, I'm going to go ahead and color my little fish in, because he did kind of look a little off now that I've colored these dragonflies in. So I wanted to make sure that this little fish got colored in, just like my other wood veneer fish that I used on my other page. Now, if you guys don't know which one I'm talking about, for the last mixed media, or I believe 2 mixed medias ago, I almost did this exact same photo, only it was at a different angle for one, and it was much farther away. So I definitely can't say that they are the exact same, but they're very close and very similar. I really fell in love with this photo because you can see the dam from where this photo was taken, where the other one, it looked like a stream, and that was it. You really couldn't see the dam where we were fishing. So I kind of wanted to make sure that these layouts matched. Not really to a T, but matched. All right, the last thing I'm going to do before I call this layout done is I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of that Nouveau apple spritzer. And that way I've got that green kind of going out everywhere instead of just the lava rock watercolor marker that I used to splatter in the beginning. So that is my layout, you guys. I had a blast. Thank you so much for watching. Gosh, you guys, I can't gush over that cluster. I just can't. I definitely was looking for a stamped image that was cattail, but I couldn't find one. I knew I had one. I just couldn't find one, so I must have destashed it a while ago. All right, that is it for me today. Be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Mixed Media Frenzy. All of their links to their channel are down below. We do not do like direct video links, so If you guys are kind of watching this a day or two late, it is to their channel. So you might have to go into their playlist or into their uploads and check to see when their video was posted. All right. Thank you again, and I will check y'all later. Bye.